Today's Easter sermon will be delivered by the Archbishop of York following Justin Welby's resignation. It's the first time in the recent history the Archbishop of Canterbury will not give the address.
Good morning. The Crucible curse strikes again. Another first-time winner is unable to successfully defend their title as Kyren Wilson's knocked out in the opening round.
The race to be crowned top dog. 16 pooches go for gold in the annual Corgi Derby. It celebrates the late Queen's favourite breed.
And good morning. Easter Sunday brings most of us a drier, brighter day than we saw yesterday. Still a few showers in the forecast, particularly in the south and the far northwest.
The Energy Secretary, Ed Miliband, has used an article in The Observer to insist that the government will double down on its environmental agenda. Writing in the newspaper this morning, Mr Miliband accused opponents of the move to net zero of making up nonsense and lies. Some trade unions, along with the Conservatives and Reform UK, say that his agenda is putting jobs in traditional industries at risk. The Liberal Democrats and Greens both want net zero to be achieved earlier than the government's target. And police say that the body of a missing 37-year-old woman has been found in Cardiff. Paria Vasey was last seen leaving for work on April the 12th. A 41-year-old man, also from Cardiff, and a woman from London have been charged with her murder. So let's have a first look at this Easter Sunday's front pages, see what's making the headlines in the newspapers today. The Sunday Telegraph leads with President Zelensky's accusation that Russia has failed to uphold an Easter truce that he himself proposed. President Putin proposed it. He said he expected Ukraine to follow the temporary ceasefire until the end of today.
The Mail on Sunday reports that Labour ministers are secretly plotting to defy a Supreme Court ruling earlier this week over the definition of a woman. The paper writes the exchanges reveal the private fury on Sir Keir Starmer's front bench, with ministers planning to hold a meeting to decide a way forwards.
According to The Observer, Gaza has been pushed to new depths of despair by a 7-week-long Israeli blockade that's cut off all aid. That's their story this morning. Many in Gaza are now more afraid of famine than airstrike, the paper says.
And the Mirror, more than 80 people a day are being savaged by out-of-control dogs, as they describe it. Attacks are on the rise, according to the paper. It writes that victims and charities want tougher penalties for reckless owners and dodgy breeders.
Now, there's a story that's caught your eye inside the papers today.
Inside the Mail this morning, to be fair, it's a survey done by a sort of big high street name that has a vested interest in car maintenance. So we take it with a pinch of salt, but they've been looking at the kind of chores that children traditionally do to help out
washing the car.
at home. Like washing the car. And they say that increasing number of parents do not ask their kids to get involved in these kinds of chores because they regard it as a form of cruelty. I mean, I can't believe this.
Or more to the point, that they want the job doing properly.
Yeah, so they do it themselves. Yeah. But the idea of paying a child to wash the car, I mean, my car would never get cleaned if I didn't pay a child to do it, or mow the lawn. I pay for mowing the lawn. I don't pay for emptying the dishwasher or hoovering. No. That, to me, seems standard.
Well, that's really good that you do it, because we're not quite so good at enforcing.
Oh, yeah, I pay to get the ironing done as well.
Wow.
Yes. My 9-year-old.
Gosh, I would have paid your 9-year-old to do my ironing when I was doing it at 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Perfect, but, you know, it works, it incentivises. But increasingly, according to this not necessarily entirely scientific survey anyway, fewer and fewer children are being asked to perform these kinds of duties. So
there we go.
Yeah.
There's a story.
I'm just about making life easy for myself as much as I can.
Well, maybe robots are the answer. There's a story inside The Sun today about a half marathon in Beijing in China, where there were some robots running.
I saw pictures of this.
Yeah, but the humans won. The humans beat the robots. But they're quite sinister looking. They're like...
Because they look like humans, or they're...
Yeah, like, think Terminator, Star Wars, that kind of thing. And they look just like that. Really, I find that quite unsettling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's another example of robots taking over the human space.
Yeah, they'll be presenting the news next. There you go.